my biggest challenge growing up or throughout the education structures that I also went through that I normally don't talk about was my confidence levels as a young woman. I was that person who sometimes would go to church and sometimes someone doesn't greet you. Not sometimes it's by mistake. But when they, in your church circles after church, you say hi to everyone else, and some people would jump me, and that would really get to me as a young woman to say, I see, I'll say this in vernacular, why me? Call me. It's a problem that I faced when I was growing up through now. So my confidence levels from primary school to secondary school into college were very low. And even when I became a teenager, I started knowing that I have albinism. I don't look well into the camera. I don't smell well. Maybe I have these eyes. And I struggled with that. And as others were getting young men, the young students were coming along, I would shy away. I would make sure that I'm not that girl who who everyone would see. I would make sure that you make the man your friends, you make this person your friend. Sometimes, in as much as you like someone, because you're trying to guard your heart, because you're trying to guard your confidence. Why am I talking about it on International Women's Day? Because sometimes it is us women who build the next person and who also destroy the next person. So that is a very big challenge that I had, and I'm a bit emotional about it because I don't like talking about it. But I thought I should say it on a day like today. What have been my support structures, and what has changed to that girl who doesn't seemingly have so much confidence? I think my family has done well. So if there is someone, I would like to appeal to the mothers. I'll start with the mothers. If you have a relative, if you know someone who's a friend, if you know someone anyway, maybe it's a mother who has a child with any type of disability, it is your role just to check up on them. It goes a long way because those mothers are going through so much. They miss a lot of things because they have to care for that child with a disability. My second support structure has been my friends. Throughout high school, I always had that friend who would give me notes. I always had that friend who would constantly remind me to say, "No, Judith, you're good. You're doing quite well. Look at your account mark. It is actually very good." So that was my second support structure. Then I went to work. My support structure was firstly the department that I was in. I was in a very small department. I worked with a commercial director, and I also worked with the host. That's why I'm here. So when you work with people who say we're going to do this together, we know that you have this challenge where you're slow. We know that you have this challenge where maybe you're not able to drive. I'm not able to drive because of my sight. We know that this is your challenge, but we're going to go through whatever we're going to do. If it's a task, it wasn't an individual task. And within that structure, it was a group challenge. So we had to complete a task together. We had to do what it takes together. What do I want organizations to do? What do I believe social structures should do for young women so that we can get to equality for all? Today we're talking about equality for all, isn't it? I'm appealing for policies and structures within organizations. The way we talk about quota systems, we talk about so many policies, but it's high time we move from talking about it, from having good documents, good operations plans into implementation. So even if you're coming from an organization, how far are we with implementing with the implementation or making sure that the implementation strategies are speaking into equality for all? If you're going into your church, have you ever asked what strategies do we have if we have someone who is a young woman? How are we going to develop them? If there's someone who's going to work with a disability into your church, how are we going to cater for them?